Hey y'all, doing a little diagnosis here. 6.7's over there running with the jumper cables. 5.9's here, trying to figure out if it's batteries or a starter motor. Both things are only 2 years old, so here we go. I'm thinking that's starter motor because that was kind of hesitant, kind of slow. So that is good news is it's under warranty, but not thrilled about it at all. Right, hey y'all, I'm back. This is going to end up being like a vlog kind of video. So yesterday I was testing with the 03, put the jumper cables on it, and I was blaming the starter. But one thing I can say is I think it was better with the jumper cables on it, because when I went to start the truck later, it was much worse. Probably because I had, test started it 3 times, but that still shouldn't have drained out the charge on the battery and made it even way worse. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go get myself a couple of cheap batteries, and we're going to kind of get to the bottom of it today. And if it does need a starter, okay, but I was planning to buy a set of batteries anyways for the 09, and if the Optima batteries over there are still good, I may end up putting the Optimas on this truck. So that's what we're going to do now. Well, I'm on my second Walmart and got 2 new batteries here from September of 2020. They're just made this month. So they're 1,000 amps at 32 degrees. These are probably more powerful than my actual Optima batteries. So we're gonna give them a try. And I'm in Gulfport right now, so I got about a 25-30 minute drive home, and then we'll put them in. I actually have the 03 with me right now. Here I'm going to do another startup with no jumper cables. It just, it really hesitates for the first few cranks. And then, sometimes it's better than other times, but that makes me think batteries more than starter now. So I just wrestled the old batteries out, got them on the ground here, wanted to talk about them for a minute. I'm not going to put them on blast yet until all things are said and done, but these are the Optima Blue Top batteries. They're a dual purpose AGM marine battery, and I loved these batteries when I first put them in the truck. They were expensive at about $500, and they only have a 2-year warranty. The date on here you can see is June of 2018. It's now September of 2020. I purchased these in August of 2018. So they've been on the truck for 25 months. I love these battery posts here. The negatives, positives, I've used both. On the passenger side of the truck, I had the grid heater relay mounted there. On the driver's side of the truck, I had my crossover cable mounted there. So, and you can use the ground too. And I have military style clamps that go on these. So, looking at the numbers, the batteries, 750 cold cranking amps, so that's 100 less than the batteries that I'm about to install. And then, I think this is our normal amps, 870. The ones I'm installing are 1,000. So, my new batteries will be stronger than these, but I really had higher hopes for these, especially considering that this is about $500 set here. And while the new batteries aren't dual purpose and they're not AGM, they are still known to last a good 5 years for most people. And they cost me a whole $200 for the set, so less than half the price of these. But these are cool looking batteries though, I'll say that. Now I'm going to get to installing the new batteries. Here's what we got here. You can see my military style clamps, all new ground wires. Like these are only 2 years old. Crossover cable here. This is a brand new aftermarket crossover cable. Again, 2 years old. Coming over here, military style clamps over here as well. So battery cables are in good shape. And we just got a package in the mail on a Sunday. That's a surprise. 3 gallons of T5. This will probably end up going into 09 at some point. I do have 3 gallons of Dello sitting around as well, which will probably be used in that truck also. And then I've actually got a stockpile of 9 gallons of Schaefer's, but they really jacked the prices pretty much everywhere I looked on Schaefer's. So that may be the last 9 gallons, my friends. As much as I love that oil, that may be the last of it. Okay, here we are. New batteries are in. Very smooth install, no problems. Best battery installing experience I've ever had. But grid heater relay is now having to be mounted there. And the crossover cable now has to be mounted on the side of this one, which this is still the old style. These are the military style. So I have 3 military styles, and this is the old one. This one's a little complicated with 3 different power cords running off of it. But let's see if we can start this thing up. And it's going to look like, if it starts nicely, that the batteries were the culprit. Unless we come back a couple weeks from now and find out that this issue's back, then I might blame the alternator or something like that. But I doubt it. So let's give it a try. Also, new tape for my wire crossover cable loom. This is the original loom from the truck back when it was first made, and I think the heat from the exhaust manifolds kind of got into it, and a piece of it has separated here, but I just keep it like that to help protect it from the heat, and needed some new tape. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Obviously you got power, voltage looks good. Crap. Crap. Well, I'm currently driving around, just going to make sure that these batteries are all charged up. I'm going to wind up at AutoZone, where I'm going to go get a free starter under warranty, which may be what I should have done first, but I really did not want to ever do that starter job again. Don't buy a remanufactured starter. Alright, so indeed it is beyond a reasonable doubt, it's the starter. So there is my warranty replacement, so I need to get it on the truck and the old one off so I can go get my money back. So it's hard to film starter replacement job. I had a video about it, but like with that video, I may not be able to actually show too much. So wheel wells off, which that's tip number 1. Last time I did it with the wheel well on, that was a mistake. Take it off. It'll be a lot easier, especially when you get the power wire back on the starter. And you can see the starter, we're looking at it right there with that faded red sticker on it. And there's 3 bolts. There's one up top, which I can't quite see it from here. And you're blind to it from underneath too. And then there's 2 on the bottom. And they gotta come off. So I explained this on my other video, but hopefully, I think I'm gonna do a better job with it this time. This is where those bolts go. 10 millimeter. They're star shaped, and I'm using a ratcheting wrench to take those off. They're tight, but give a good tug on it and they will come loose. And then you've got a signal wire plug, which I thought this was a ground at one point, but it's a signal wire. I have a problem with this, so I'm not sure that I'm actually going to be able to remove it from underneath the truck. I may have to pull the entire signal wire out and cut all the zip ties. It runs down the starter power wire, which goes to right there onto this post, and that's going to be the other tough part. But I actually have all 3 bolts cracked loose right now, so I'm going to actually take it off the truck, off of the transmission, you know, and then try and turn it to the side and see if I can get a wrench on the power and then try and get the signal wire off. Power is disconnected up here. Make sure to disconnect your power. Well, after wrestling with it for a while, old starter's out. Just so y'all know, if you have an OEM nut that goes here, it's right here. This is a 15 millimeter. Just so you know, I guessed about everything but 15 mil. 14, 13, 16, 5/8, 9/16. They were all wrong. It's 15. So there's that. Signal wire ripped off in the process of removing it. It really is a pain to get this thing off. And I think this was coming loose anyways. Like, look at it. this might have been part of the problem that the starter was actually having, was bad connection there. I'm not really 100% sure what that does, but that was probably part of the problem. But the good news is I didn't have to take the whole signal wire down with it. So I got to get that new starter on now, and we'll be good to go. Alright, we have a new starter in. It wasn't as hard this time, but let's just make sure it starts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a heck of a lot healthier. I like how this one sounds too. I don't know. Wow. Alright. Starter was the culprit. Yeah, this starter even sounds different than the old one, brand new. So, yeah, that sounds a lot healthier than my old one. Even when my old one was new. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's take this truck on a little spin, get my money back, and we have the coal miner effect because we're working on a 5.9. Well, to conclude the video, got these batteries all cleaned up now. They look a lot better, and they're still good. So what's probably going to happen is these are probably going to wind up on this truck here, 09, and they'll probably they'll last a while. I think they could still last a few years. I may not have as bad of luck as other people, but another YouTuber I saw recently had some red top batteries, and his went bad after just 2 years. So that was kind of why I was suspicious of these. So they are dual purpose though, and I could use these for something else, like if I wanted to set up solar panels on my trailer and then use these to store power. That would be a cool project, but I think they're going to be better off being used for the trucks. Anyways, over here on the 03, starter is on. It's worked out well. I've started the truck 4 times already with it, and it cranks fast. That's all I can say. And it sounds, you know, it's powerful, and it sounds like a machine gun going off, literally, when you crank that truck up. So I think that's a combo of a fresh starter, fresh batteries that have more amps. I'm pretty amazed by it. It's like it's almost too powerful. But hopefully that's the end of the electronic problems. I'm just glad that that truck is doesn't seem like a risk to let me sit one of these days anymore. So I at least got a video out for y'all, and I do have some more videos on my list coming up. I was just trying to wait till cooler weather to do any more film. So that's going to do it for this one. I'll see y'all next time.